Ah, didn't see you there. Hi folks, Dirt Furler here, and we are finally going to get into that Q&A. We hit 1,000 subs quite a while ago. I'm almost at 1,300 at this point. So first of all, I want to thank you all for that, for subscribing and doing all those activities. So that's cool. First things first, I'm the realist, and we're gonna open up the comments from that really old announcement video from like over a month ago when I'm like, I'm doing a Q&A. I'm sure most of you are like, he's not even going to do it. But guess what? You're watching it. Q and A. I have to look up the video so I can read the comments. There it is. April 11th I put it up. Today's May 20th. Waited a little while for that, didn't I? I was wearing a stocking cap that day. Alright. You guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's do a Q&A. Let's do it. First question. J Milla Potato says, "When's our first date?" Well, this is awkward. It was actually last week. I waited for you at Applebee's for like an hour and you never showed up, so kinda your fault. Next question comes from Roodle. I love Roodle. He comments on all my stuff. He says, "Did you ever think you'd get this far just playing Rock Band Guitar Hero and Rocksmith?" Um, if by this far you mean subscriber-wise, I've actually been farther. If you guys know about the original Dirt Ferdler music channel, that one had close to 2,100 subs when it was taken down. So I didn't think I'd reach 1,000 subs again this quickly. That's amazing, honestly. Because there's so many rhythm game YouTubers out there, like what makes me so special, but whatever. I appreciate the support. Would you do top 5 or even a top 10 songs for DLC ones in Rock Band Guitar Hero? I think you get it, but congrats on the 1,000 subs. I think you're asking if you want me to do a top 5 or top 10 list for songs in each game, and I don't know if I'll do that, but one idea that I had last year but I never did, but I will do for this year, is I will do a top, let's do top 10 DLC tracks to come out within the last year for each game. So like the top DLC songs for 2017 in Rock Band 4, Rocksmith. I don't know how much more stuff Guitar Hero Live's getting, but we'll make a list for that too. Um, I'll do that. But for the entire uh, series for each game, that's too big of an accomplishment. It's too big of a task because each game has many songs, and that would be hard and confusing to do. So, Rudel has another question here. Do you make money off YouTube? If you do, then how? Um, I don't make money off Dirt Ferdler Music 2 because it's all copyrighted content. Um, I make a little bit off Dirt Ferdler Gaming with my news videos, but nothing worth talking about. Like, you see how many views they get, it's not that impressive. One of my news videos kind of blew up about the Rocksmith Remastered screenshots back when Rocksmith Remastered was announced. That had like almost 3,000 hits last time I checked. Maybe it has more. I don't know. Um, but yeah. Also on Dirt Further Gaming, I've done like gameplay walkthroughs of like Destiny and Watch Dogs and stuff like that, and I make a little bit of money off that, but not that much. I'm partnered with a network, and I don't know why. Uh, Finally, what are your favorite kinds of music in Rock Band and Guitar Hero, like pop rock, for example? I like pop rock. I like most genres of music, besides like I could never get into rap or country because I don't know. I don't relate to it that well, if that makes sense. Rap is like not for me, and country is not for me. And I live in an area where a lot of people like both of those kinds of music. There's either like the party kids who love rap or the redneck kids that love country. I'm like in the middle where I like, alt rock and stuff like that. I like metal too. I like Avenged Sevenfold. I like Disturbed. Those are my two bands in like middle school and high school. They're middle school bands, but I love I don't know. I love '90s stuff. You know, I love 90s alternative grunge. I love stuff like that mostly. But to play in the game, like the fast metal songs are fun, like Metallica, Megadeth, Avenged Sevenfold, stuff with like fun riffs and fast solos. It's fun to play from a gameplay perspective. But you know, I also like Guitar Hero TV Channel 2 has a lot of catchy indie stuff that I would have never heard otherwise. So that's fun to play too. It depends. Depends on my mood, really. Next question, Robert Hansen asks, oral or anal? Um, I both. Next question from Kunera NG. I don't know. Is that how you say? Like, do you have to push every time you talk? Say your name. What's your favorite memory of playing Rock Band? I don't know if I have a favorite memory of playing Rock Band. Uh, I'm making memories with my streams. Those because those are really fun to do. I've always played Rock Band alone because I'm kind of a loner, but streaming it is fun. I've been streaming it. It's been almost a year. Early July of 2016 is when I started like streaming semi regularly. Um, so I guess that. I remember playing Rock Band 1 demos at Walmart like almost 10 years ago. Like I remember just going up and playing the guitar, playing the drums. My favorite songs to play in the demo were "Are You Gonna Be My Girl" and like "Wanted Dead or Alive." Those two songs gave me huge nostalgia for those days in my life, middle school times. Next question comes from Potter Piff. He says, "How do you edit your videos in full band Rock Band videos?" Good news, made that video already. I'll link to it in the description or in the annotations. Let's see where. Let's just put it on the door. That's the sound I make when I push a door. So now you know that. What's next? Philzy Music says, "When did you start playing Guitar Hero Rock Band and why?" Um, First time I played Guitar Hero was Guitar Hero 2. I found, or I didn't find, I went to Walmart with my mom that day. I did every weekend. And I'd always just go in the back and play the video games, you know. If you remember Walmart's video game demos like 10 years ago, like the screens were on top of the freaking shelves and you had to break your neck and get gradual whiplash from trying out the new Xbox demos. Um, but one day I went back there and saw they had a guitar game set up, and I'm like, that's cool. That's really cool. I've always loved music. So I'm like, sweet, a guitar game, right? That's a good idea. And I picked it up. First song I ever played was War Pigs by Black Sabbath. And I remember being like kind of embarrassed to play it in public because like I had never listened to like a lot of like heavier music at the time, and he was saying things like death and hatred to mankind, and I remember that like making me cringe inside. I'm like, oh, I'm playing this in public.
Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah.
But that's like one thing I remember while playing. But another thing I remember, I didn't know I had to strum. I didn't know I had to strum the guitar to play a note. Like the first note in War Pigs on Easy is a long red sustain note. So I'm just like, and the note would miss and I'd fail every time. I'm like, what am I doing? And then like this hippie dude came up to me. I'm serious, he was a hippie. Legitimate hippie. And he's like, dude, you got to strum and hit the button. His voice didn't sound like that, but it did in my memories. So I took the hippie's advice, strummed while hitting buttons, and the rest is history. I got addicted. For my 13th birthday in 2007, I got Guitar Hero 3 for the Wii, and I played it way more than I'd like to admit. And the rest is history. And why? Because I love music, and rhythm games are oddly addicting to me. So, uh, what's the other games you rule or like playing a lot? I assume by that you mean like what other genres of video games do I like? I'm mostly a rhythm gamer, so that's my number one, obviously. But if I had to pick a second one, it would be shooters. Like, I love Call of Duty, I love Destiny. I'm not good at them at all, but that's my second. I also love like third person like adventure games like Uncharted and Assassin's Creed and GTA, stuff like that. Saints Row. Um, but yeah, those two genres too. I don't like RPGs. I don't like what else is popular. I don't like weird fantasy stuff. I never got into that. I look like someone who totally would, but yeah. Rhythm games are my big thing. Like I'm hyped for Destiny 2 and a new Assassin's Creed's coming out this year. Like, oh yeah, good times. Red Dead Redemption 2 also, possibly. We're not sure yet. Um, what's your top 3 favorite bands? That's impossible. Can't do that because it changes all the time. um, yeah, I can't. I like Radiohead, I like Muse, I like Soundgarden, I like Audioslave, rest in peace Chris Cornell, I like Disturbed, I like Metallica, I like Avenged Sevenfold, I like Foo Fighters, I like Weezer. I can't pick the top 3 because it changes every day, you know. But the whatever I just said, that's most of them. Nirvana, stuff like that. What's the reason behind your PlayStation gamer tag and your channel name? PlayStation gamer tag or PlayStation ID, sorry, is Disturbed Freak SH. I was 17 when I made that account, and I was heavy into Disturbed, like I said, back in high school. So I'm like Disturbed Freak. I'm a Disturbed Freak. I'm a freak for Disturbed. Ooh, wah, ah, ah, ah. And SH stands for Score Hero, which some of you might not know, was a fan, an unofficial like score tracking website for a Guitar Hero and Rock Band. It was a really popular community back in the day. I don't think anybody goes on it anymore. I know I don't. But I miss the days when Score Hero was big. That's what the SH stands for. A lot of bigger YouTubers back in the day, like James Lake Coulter.
What just happened? Wait, did I MC it? Yeah, MC!
And Hell Ashes and all those guys, they had SH at the end of their gamer tag, so people would know like, oh, they're legit, you know. So I thought at the time like, dude, I'll put SH in my name. People will know I'm like Score Hero dude. But now nobody knows what it means, so it's kind of stupid. And your channel name's Dirt Furler, in case you didn't know by now, in case you're not aware of your surroundings. And that name has no meaning, kind of like life itself.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I like the word derp. It always makes me laugh. Like I think of like South Park.
Rob Schneider is the derpty derp the diddly derpy derpy derp.
I don't know, that word just makes me laugh. So one day I'm thinking of a name, I'm like, Derp Furdler. Like I just Rick and Morty'd it out of my head. I just thought of something. Derp Furdler. That's 18 and a half brapples. So, yeah, it doesn't mean anything. I just came up with the sound, and it's kind of catchy, so win-win situation there. And last but not least, what's your favorite porn site? That's a good one. I'm really curious. What's with these pervy questions, you guys? What is this? I try to be a PG-rated stream, PG-13 on my off days, and you're asking me oral or anal, favorite porn site. What is this? What is this? What is this? You don't ask somebody something like that. That's personal. Pornhub. All right. Next question comes from Darth Jenko. I see him in a lot of comments on my videos. He's a cool fella. He says, "What's your favorite rhythm game?" The first one I ever played was Guitar Hero 2, so I do have heavy nostalgia for that. But my favorite, the one I spent the most time with was Rock Band 2. I remember the summer between 8th grade and freshman year, I played Rock Band 2 every single day for hours. Like, it was pretty shameful. So probably Rock Band 2 was my biggest one. I love the art style for it. Just the look of the game was just so engrossing to me, you know. But I love all of them. I love all the Guitar Heroes and Rock Bands. Even the million Guitar Hero games they released in 2009 that oversaturated the market. I love all of them. Every last one of them. It's hard to pick a favorite. I guess Rock Band 2. In terms of like easiness to play, probably either Guitar Hero 3 or Warriors of Rock. Stuff just seems so much easier to FC on those two games. But Rock Band 2 is the one I played the most. Next question comes from A Boss Nightmare. He says, what kind of music do you like? I kind of answered that before. And also, what's your favorite brand of refrigerators? And, you know, you asked me something like that, thinking I'm not going to have an answer for you, that I'm just going to Google the first one I see and just tell you that one. But, you know, I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all. I'm not going on Sears.com and looking at the Kenmore 4115 325 cubic foot side-by-side refrigerator stainless steel. Because that's my favorite one. I just knew it by name and I didn't read it off a screen just now. You know, you just look at it and you're like, you gotta click to zoom. Not that I'm looking at it on a website because I didn't know what to say to the question, but just look at it. You know, would you just look at it?
Well,
Would you look at that?
yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
The car is not perfect.
Just look at it.
It's got doors, it keeps your stuff cold, it gets the job done. Potter Piff says, what equipment for everything do you use? Guitar, recording, etc. That is also covered in the How I Make Rock Band 4 full band videos video. So I'll link to that again on the door. Whatever noise I made before. I'm consistent. Alright, what's next? Jamila Potato asks, are you and Jason Paradise going to stream together? Probably not, but I would love to. I love that guy. I would not be against that. Next question from Jamila Potato. How many dicks pics have you received now that you're a celebrity? Too many, man. It's like, God. Keep it to yourself. God. How long have you been rhythm gaming and how often do you play rhythm games? How long have you been playing? Let's just say 10 years. The first one I ever owned, it'll be 10 years in October. Guitar Hero 3. And how often do you play rhythm games? As often as I can. At least every Tuesday and Thursday for recording. And then I try to stream in the mornings these days. So I try to do it at least every day because I love rhythm games. You know, they keep me sane. So that's fun. Alright, that's the end of the Q&A. I want to thank you all for asking questions. Maybe you learned a little bit about me as a person, as a human being. And if not, that's okay. Go back to watching whatever you watch in your spare time. Dirt Fiddler Music 2. Or gaming, I don't care. And, yeah. Subscribe to Dirt Fiddler Gaming for more news videos. Like, not this one. Almost said that spiel. Subscribe to Dirt Fiddler Gaming for news videos about rhythm games and for possible future walkthroughs. I'm definitely going to do one for Destiny 2 and Red Dead Redemption 2. And what else is coming out this year? There are like 4 games. The new Assassin's Creed, whatever that is. Just keep track. Subscribe. You'll see what happens when it happens. Subscribe to Dirt Fiddler Music 2 for quality. I don't know why I'm pointing. You can't see what I'm seeing. I'm looking at my channel right now on YouTube. Subscribe to that for quality rhythm game content / live streams. And follow me on Twitch for live streams. I'm really close to 50 followers, and then I'll be an affiliate. Yay, bits. So yeah. I want to thank you all for subscribing. How many are we up to today? I want to look. I'm going to give you a live pre-recorded reaction. Today we're up to 1260. 1,260 people have decided that they like my content and hit subscribe. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's really cool. Follow me on Twitter if you want. You don't have to. Nobody has to do anything. But yeah, thank you all so much for subscribing to me. I'm not that special of a YouTuber. Like, I don't know why I have the support that I do, but I'm glad that I do. And yeah, guys, take it easy. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer here that you never asked on the original video, leave it in the comment and I'll answer. I answer every comment I get, or I try to. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the future.